New news breaking at 11 a.m. Not everything is rosy and Raleigh for God, we've been recording too long. For Will Wade and the NC State Wolfpack. So their big man who they had signed, Paul Mbiya, 6'11", just lengthy, good shot blocker, a lot of potential with him too. I was very interested to see kind of what he looked like with NC State. Has decided to decommit from NC State and reopen his recruitment, which I'm obviously we have you here, Riley. You have some real good insight on NC State, so I'm interested to hear your thoughts on it. But just from my standpoint, outside looking in here, NC State has done a good job in adding guys, and add Darion Williams and things like that. But they kind of had a front court shortage in my mind, and like
Mhm.
Paul Mbiya was one of the few guys, the guy that brought like the true length shot blocking to that like front court, and now they will not have him. So I'll throw it to you. What do you think caused this? Like, why did this happen? What does this mean for NC State? Give me the lowdown on this one.
Carter, you're familiar with the myth of Icarus, aren't you?
I'm sorry, what?
Icarus, the man with the wax wings who flew too close to the sun and melted.
I
Yeah, it was real cute last week when Will Wade was saying, yeah, their school is too dumb to play ven-allen loop. And well, guess what? Now you get to play him 40 minutes a game because you lost your upside center. Enjoy your 6'6" front court. Like, I'm sorry, man. I've kept my mouth shut for a lot of this offseason because my team had a down year and was really not fun to watch. But a man can only take so much of like hearing people chirp at me about my team, not just from Duke fans now. Now it's coming from NC State, who maybe win more than 7 games against UNC in 2 decades before you start talking. That might be a good place to start. I'm just at a point where like I can't help but laugh at them. Like you brought him Vinal Lubin, you start beating your chest how you're going to play him 30 minutes a game, and then you lose the recruit who was the ceiling raiser. And putting my analyst hat back on, taking a step back, taking off the Carolina blue and Argyle glasses. And Mbiya is raw. Like I wouldn't really have expected him to play much more than 15, maybe 20 minutes a game. He's playing for the U21 team for a pretty good club right now in the French league. Just to give you some names for the A team that he does get some run with them. They play guys like Joffrey Laverne, Teo Maladon. Remember him?
Man,
2020 draft.
what a
I
throwback.
I was a Teo Maladon guy.
So,
David Lighty's also on that team, so it's a good club that seems to be well respected in the French league. But yeah, I mean, Mbaya's only been playing organized basketball for 4 years, so it's not like they're losing an all conference caliber center. But I just think it like his presence. You mentioned he's 6'11", if not 7 foot, with a 7'7" wingspan. And if you watch the highlights, it's all just blocks and dunks. And like having someone on that roster with that skill set when you need a big body, when you need some rim protection, or even when you're someone like Will Wade who loves to pressure opposing ball handlers and force turnovers, it helps a ton to have a shot blocker on the back end of that. And they just don't anymore. I think it massively lowers their ceiling, even if I didn't expect Mbiya to be a star this year.
This video is brought to you by NBA 2KLab.com. 2K Lab worked with us last summer as well. They're one of our favorite entities in all of sports gaming. We want to show you their college basketball stadium locator challenge game. And I'm going to share a screen right now as we do this. South Carolina, bang. Oh,
ooh,
okay, that's pretty good. Next, North Carolina. Why are we only getting the Carolinas?
please
Bang.
lock in.
St. John's, that's New
New
York.
York.
Bang.
Where's New Jersey?
We're on fire. Colorado. I actually don't know what state Colorado is.
It's in Colorado. There's a state of
Is that
Colorado.
this one?
It's to the right of Phoenix.
Anyway, you get the picture. This game's really fun. They've got more games as well, like Guess the NBA Player, Mystery Fantasy Draft, and more. Stay tuned for all of the college football content and games that they'll be putting together to help you get the best experience out of college football 26. Back to the video.
Yeah, look, I think they're obviously, whether what his minutes were going to be or not going to be, they're going to be missing that length. They're going to be missing the minutes he would give. He'd also get 5 fouls. Like, there's a lot to this that I think is going to wear on them, especially looking, you could tell me a little bit more on this, but like other teams in the ACC are going to have some pretty big guys in the front court. Obviously, UNC is going to have a big front court. Duke's going to have Big Pat down there as well. Like, there's going to be some very big front court, and it just seems that there's a kind of a hole for NC State. Now, obviously, Will Wade has time to pivot here, right? Yeah, he could add somebody kind of late here that I wouldn't put that out of the realm, but I wouldn't say it's a massive loss, but I would say it's one that is they're definitely going to feel the effects of it. I feel that's fair to say, right?
Yeah, Cart, you're are you discounting Scotty Abube that quickly?
Who?
They landed a transfer from Wyoming yesterday, a big man who averaged 5 and 2 for the Cowboys last year.
I must have missed that one. I think there's a reason I missed it, but it, it I guess the last thing I'll ask on this is Mbiya going to play college basketball this season?
I hope so. I want your Spartans to pick up the phone. Give that Ishbia money. Let's make Paul Mbiya a Spartan.
Hey, I would do anything in this world, the next one to do so. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what the effects of this are for NC State. I think Will Wade's going to be on the phone, so we'll see what comes of this and what happens. But yeah, Paul Mbiya decommits from NC State, and will now reopen his recruitment. We will follow that on the channel and see where his next stop will be.